Saturday, I took my baby girl to get vaccine, and she fever all day on the weekend,
She got
and
fever.
yeah, she got fever.
Oh, that's really bad. So does
Yeah.
she take any medicine?
No, we cannot take any medicine because she get vaccine. That's a normal reflection.
Oh, reflection. Okay, I see. Oh, that's really bad. Like, I suppose because of the weather, because here I just talked to the girls and she told me like she got the cold and she got the sore throat because of the
Yeah,
weather. It's changing from the
yeah,
summer to autumn, and a lot of people
yeah,
get sick during this time. And I
yeah.
think like in this kind of weather, especially in the north of Vietnam, a lot of people get sick. That's why it's the like the outback for our development in the north of Vietnam. Just like in the south, it's hot all the time. So I think that the advantage of the hot weather is you don't have to waste a lot of money on the clothes. Like the winter clothes are also expensive than the summer clothes. That's the one thing. And the other thing is if the weather is fixed, on the it is
Yeah,
settled. So you can
yeah.
walk in those kind of weather without like wondering whether it's raining today or not. It's just like the weather affects a lot to the country development.
Yeah.
And like people seem like work more effectively in the um, cold weather.
Cold weather.
Yes, it's just like in some European country or some like Japan or Korea, it's
Yeah.
cold in the winter, so they work more effective. But of course, they have
Why?
they can focus more on the job. Just like in the hot weather, we always get
Yeah.
something like some reflection with the weather. We got headache. We cannot focus because like in maybe in Vietnam we don't have a fan or maybe air conditioner. So that's
But
affect.
when the cold weather in Europe, they will there's weather,
We snow.
and yeah, where there is no, then worker cannot work out, working outside.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, snow is there outright, but like I think in the cold weather, people are more like pay attention on what they are doing and like is the abstract and they can like overcome the abstract.
I
Yeah.
think when we work in office in summer or winter, always the aircon, điều hòa,
Air
always the
conditioner.
yeah air conditioner. So I think it's not affect so much to our job. I
Yes,
think so.
that's one thing. But when you travel to work, if it's raining, so you feel so lazy, and especially for some startup company, the like the workers doesn't seem to go to work very like they just sometimes go to work and they just want to stay home and be lazy because it's startup.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really bad. And now there's a lot of startup in Vietnam because we got like the effect from Israel. You know the country
It's it's it's
Israel.
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 Israel. Ah,
Israel. Yes, that's a country.
Israel.
And like in those countries, they have a really bad weather. They live in the desert. Desert. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Jesus, I know.
yeah, but they can overcome any kinds of objects. And a lot of people in Vietnam now are learning those kind of business. Like here in Taiwan, especially in Taiwan of agriculture and forestry, they got a lot of opportunity to go to the America or Germany or Israel, so they can learn, and then they're gonna do the startup here in Taiwan, Taiwan City.
Yeah.
Like I think in the future, Taiwan will develop. So
In
yes,
my country, it's almost
that you
people
say.
they go to Japan and Korean
Mhm.
to exchange people and work in Japan and Korea.
Yeah,
But
but
I don't like work in other country. It is so
hard.
yeah, it's so hard to work, and it's so I I very miss my parents, so I cannot work.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you're
in
gonna
other
meet
country.
your parents, so you cannot focus on working there.
Yes.
Yes, like maybe if you are an outstanding person, you can work in some developed country, for example, the United States or like Silicon Valley.
City.
No, Silicon Valley in the United States or Wall Street.
Ah,
Phố Wall hoặc là
they
Thủ
want.
Silicon. They're really famous, and I think there are some Vietnamese people working there, but they are so good at computers in the mindset. So that's make their difference, and they just want to live in that country, and they don't want to go back here. But some people just like, for example, some people just want to go to another country because they feel like they have a better living standard compared to Vietnam, so they want to experience. They want to experiment first, and then they're gonna learn from them. Just some of them, but like almost
Yeah.
of people just want to earn money, and then they go back and they feel like, oh, Vietnam is so bad, and I want to come there again, but they can't. That's
I I think Vietnam environment is not good and everything is not not as good as a developed country.
yeah, but we are developing, and we have something that we can be proud to my to our foreign friends. Phạm Nhật Vượng, he is one of the five like richest people in the world already. Phạm Nhật Vượng, he's really famous. Oh, he's really
Yeah.
famous. Um, he is the president of Vingroup.
Phạm Nhật Vượng hả?
Yes, do you know Vingroup?
Vingroup. Ah, I know.
Yes. So he's the
Ah.
president of Vingroup, and he just built landmark, landmark, landmark 81.
Yeah.
It's really famous in the Ho Chi Minh City.
Now they build a company to produce car in Haiphong,
Yeah,
and
really fast.
uh, one engineer's salary is about 5,000 to $7,000 one month.
Yes. So now you can see a lot of opportunity if you are really good at doing something.
Yes.
Like we should be proud of him. He's a Vietnamese, and
Mm.
he went to another country, and then he bring the knowledge back to build our country,
Yes.
and he earned a lot of money here in Vietnam. So you just like you should have be proud of your country and your people. Like
Yes.
he built landmark, and yesterday I watched a short video about landmark. It is the highest building in Vietnam, and
Yes.
it is 81 floor, and the
Yes.
view from there is really nice. And
Yes.
it's just like so like a lot of company want to build that. It's like a foreign company, but he chose a Vietnamese company because he feel like Vietnamese can do something that is like amazing. We
Yeah.
can be proud of our construction. So landmark is a really good evidence for
Yeah.
it. Một nhân chứng rất là tuyệt vời.
Yeah.
And they need to have from another company like Japanese company, but actually they do almost of the things there. So we should be
Yeah.
proud of our people. Like whenever the foreigners ask like, "What do you have in Vietnam?" We can say we have so many things. We have like we're proud of our war. It's war so like we brave. Vietnamese people are so brave and creative. And another people, and we have a landmark 81 floor, and
Yeah.
we have Phạm Nhật Vượng, one of the famous richest people in the world.
Vietnam.
Yes,
Yeah.
and he is Vietnamese. So we can be
Yeah.
proud of those kind of people.
how he is?
How old is he?
How
No,
old he?
he's still young.
Young.
Yeah, he's still young. I don't know how old is he? Oh, I can show you. I read this one about him. Oh, wait a minute. So here, he the first USD billionaire in Vietnam, based on Forbes. See, Phạm Nhật Vượng is the first USD billionaire in Vietnam with $4.2 billion. He is the founder of Vingroup. It's one of the biggest companies in Vietnam. He was born in Hanoi. His father worked in the army. His mother sold on the streets. So it's just like, it's really basic, right?
Yeah, very basic.
After the war ends, Mr. Wood family has a lot of difficulties. Mr. Wood said, my dream at the time wasn't big. I just want to have my pure family. See? Mr. Wood was a good student. He got a scholarship to study in Moscow. After marrying, Mr. Wood and his wife decided to go to Ukraine. In his country, he borrowed $10,000 from his family and friends to open a Vietnamese restaurant. This is his family. I think this is him and this is his wife.
Yeah.
In 1993, he started Technocom in Ukraine. This was a company producing instant noodle. So like in Vietnam or some Asian country, instant noodle is really popular, but you couldn't find it in some European country and the United States. It's unusual.
Yeah, unusual.
So here, Ukraine has no money, so they love this food so much. About 97% people are in instant noodle. So Mr. Wood became the food king in Ukraine. So by 2010, he sold the company to Nestle. You know this?
I know.
Really famous about cafe.
Yes.
Which nearly like, see, he invests only $10,000 and he got like $150 million.
Yes.
That's too much. So he moved back to Vietnam in 1999. He started Vingroup. His company gets money from selling houses. Vingroup has expanded retail, logistics, agriculture, education, and healthcare. So let's say they have so many brands.
Yeah.
Now Vingroup has more than 100 supermarkets, Vinmart, and 3,000 convenience stores, Vinmart Plus. It has also built 31 shopping mall, and we got one here in Taiwan, just like it's opening this month.
Yeah.
Have it's the hotel with more than 10,000 rooms. So impressive, and you can see here, he started a new company, VinFast. It's produced car. He invites Jim to be the CEO of VinFast. He is the former vice president of General Motors. It is the second biggest company producing car in the USA. So Vietnamese people will soon have a VinFast as a private car. And I just hope it's not expensive. So in the future I can buy one. I want it.
Yeah.
See? So he can invite, he remind me of Steve Jobs. Yes, he reminded me of Steve Jobs. I watched the videos about Steve Jobs, and Steve Jobs he invites the like the directors. I think the directors, no, the finance director of Coca-Cola Pepsi,
Oh, oh,
yeah,
oh, oh.
Pepsi to work for him.
Yes.
And here he invited like the uh, vice president of General Motors, the second biggest company in USA. Here is him.
Yeah.
So VinFast make the first car brand in Vietnam. So it's received a lot of support from the government. Many Vietnamese people have high expectation in VinFast, and so do I. Yes. So now you know about him, and you can see a lot of brand VinPers about spas and yeah, about spas and
Resort.
no, Vin, yeah, yeah, VinFirst about spa and resorts about beauty.
Yes.
Vinhomes about house, Vincom,
Become
Vincom about the
shopping.
shopping mall,
Yes.
Vinmec
In the
about
hospital.
hospital, Vinpers golf club like golf club for
Well,
rich people, wealthy people, and VinDS. I don't know about this. You know what
I
this
don't
is?
know. I don't know.
And this one is so small I couldn't see. And this is
I
adezo.com.
don't
You
know.
know this?
Yes, I know.
And Vin here,
Vincam
Vin Home
Spa.
Spa. This is
Spa.
about Vin Pro.
Vibro.
It's about what?
I don't know. Vimas, I know.
Yes, I know about VMAX. I don't know about Vintro. Vintro may be about some very rich product because I saw
Product.
it in Taiwan and it's about like very expensive brand. Yeah, so he's really famous people in Vietnam,
Yes.
and we can be proud of him.
Maybe he 50 more, 50 more, maybe 50 more years old.
Yes, yes, around that age. So I just hope he can build like being fast, and maybe he can build the subway and like the subway station in Vietnam.
Station. I think we have to take a long time
Yeah, but
to building subway because our land, our Vietnam land, it belong to người dân. It's not belong to government. So when we giải tỏa
yes, that's
to
really
build
correct.
something is very hard. Not as same as in China. Before in China, because land it belong to government. So when they have any plan to build something like build a building, shopping mall or station, MRT station, they will giải tỏa. People is very quick.
Yes,
Yes. After holiday, about 2 months I back Vietnam. Then I come back my school, my university. They already build finish finish to build one bridge one day ago.
great. Yeah,
Yeah, bridge very quick.
yes. And here is also so quick in Taiwan. They built Điện Máy Xanh and Thời Giờ Di Động in just 2 months, and they built Hatsi Center in only 2 months. And you know, like how long did they build Vincom here? It's just 6 months.
Yeah, it's very quick. But I think it's about transportation, about road, streets. If we giải tỏa dân to building that, maybe it will take very long time because we have to pay money to people.
Yes, that's a real bad thing about the Vietnamese. Like,
So now I think if now we can product car, then we have our traffic is not so good. So traffic them all day. I think it is not good. So currently our import tax for car is lower than before very much, but they will government will thu thuế thu thuế in other department of car. So I think it's not cheaper than before.
but he's have a really good expect
Yeah,
to the to
yeah,
the government and to Vietnam.
yeah,
So I just hope the taxes of the car is not so expensive.
yeah. Yes, I think it is so good. But
Like
I more want I want our government will will cải thiện nào traffic our traffic system.
yes, improve the public transportation
Yeah, I
better.
very like MRT
Yes.
and yeah because it's very quick and it's very convenient
Mhm. Yes.
and I
I
like
think
work on food.
yes.
I
Like
hope someday we can work on food and go to some MRT station to go to work.
yes in Vietnam.
Yeah, yes,
I like it too, but like only like some developed country can do it, and we have to
yeah.
invest our monies for the other country to come to Vietnam and view it in Vietnam.
Maybe 10 year later or 20 year later, maybe it will come true. I don't like every day have to ride car go to work or ride motorcycle go to work. It's very tired and very
Yes,
dangerous.
yes, that's a really bad thing. Like a lot of Vietnamese people have to ride their own motorcycle to go to work under a kind like the rainy days or sunny day. It's really bad and
Yeah,
it's affect
yeah.
to the working result.
Reason.
Yeah, but like in Vietnam, it's really hard to like just improve it in 1 or 2 days because the government now is so bad. I don't even know like who is our president. That's really bad, but actually we don't really care about the government, and that's a really bad thing about Vietnam.
Yeah, so we have to wait maybe 10 year later or 20 year later will will more develop.
Yes, it's just
Yeah,
like, but it's about the government and about like the big things. And what we have to do now is just to care about ourselves and our family. That is all
yes,
enough.
yes,
And if we can like now the internet is so popular and you can have an online class. Why not your children? Maybe you can have a like online class for your children in another country. So you stay in Vietnam, but your children can learn from another country through online classes.
yeah,
So it's just like ourselves. If we know the way, we should not we should not like plan no, no, complain about it. Kind of
yes.
like it's just about I know like we are still young and we think we can see it, but like the old people cannot see it. So it's really hard for them to change their attitude in just 1 or 2 days, or maybe change their ways of living, especially in some countryside area, and they
Yeah,
cannot change. And
yeah,
people like the attitude of the people, especially in the big city or like in Hanoi, they litter everywhere.
yeah.
And I just wish, like when I walk in the walking street around One Kim Lake, I just wish they have a more, like the trash can around
Trust
One
can.
cái thùng rác trash can
Ah.
around One Kim Lake because a lot of foreigners come to One Kim Lake and they can see the attitude of Vietnamese people, and like they cannot affect to Vietnamese people, they just do the same because the Vietnamese people little, and yeah, so do the foreigners, so they little, and just
Yeah,
like we attract a lot of bad foreigners in Vietnam, not the good one.
yeah.
That's why a lot of foreigners without any certificate can live in teach in Vietnam.
But I see now our baby when our baby go to kindergarten,
Kindergarten,
they know to take garbage to put in the
right place.
right place. I think in future will better.
Like I watched a video about like how the student in in Ho Chi Minh City they wash their
Ho Chi Minh
clothes.
City.
They
Yeah.
wash their hands and they
Yeah.
just like I don't know I don't know how to show you. It's on Facebook. like they wash their hands. It's just like the way the Japanese kids do.
Japanese.
I hope I can find.
I already see this video. Yeah, I already see this video or people shares on my Facebook.
Yes,
I
that's
already
good.
see, yeah. In that time, very student, very small student, they
Yes,
already have a very modern furniture in school. I already
yes.
see this video.
So it is like Ho Chi Minh City, like few like 20, 30 years ago, like after the
Because
war.
because at that time Ho Chi Minh City there's
Belong to French.
yeah France in the world
Yes.
and France the people already take the technology to Ho Chi Minh City. I think
That's
I
why.
think if in Ho Chi Minh cannot
Released from the war.
yeah I think it will be
It
like
will be
Hong
better.
Kong. I think it will be like Hong Kong nowadays Hong Kong. You
Yes,
know nowadays Hong Kong is very developed.
yes, I know. It's just like if we still under the controls of some European country, maybe Vietnam will be different. It's really okay. Okay, I just make a recall of the lesson today, but I don't think we should post this on Facebook or somewhere else. It's just something bad from Vietnam we are talking to. But it's funny and it's the fact. Like Vietnamese people are growing like um plants, and we don't know which way should we go. And a lot of developed countries want to invest in in our government, and
Yes,
just like maybe that's I think that's the reason why Ho Chi Minh City is more developed than Hanoi
yes,
because they are under control of French and they got the attitude from French.
yes,
They are more modern and their attitude like the people in Hanoi are more traditional. This is so more traditional than the people in the south of Vietnam, especially in Ho Chi Minh City, because there they live their way and they don't care about the other people. But here we
yes,
do care about other people. If you have a bit marks at the university, and then your story will be like a lot of people know your story.
yes.
And
I have some friends in Ho Chi Minh City. About 10 years ago, they can wear what they want and they can say that they want. They don't care any other person what think about them.
yes, just like they have a the
Very relaxed. They are
more
very relaxed. Yeah.
free and relax, and they know how to live. Okay, so we just have a free talk today. We didn't learn much,
Okay.
but it's well okay. Like sometimes we just have a talk to improve our listenings and reacting skill.
Yes.
Is it good? So I'm gonna see you later tomorrow lesson, and
Yes.
yes, and have a nice day. Thank
Yeah.
you
Have a
for
nice day.
yeah, thank you for attending the class.
Yeah. Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.